Guys, what's up? Got another match here. The basis for my team here was I wanted to pick things that I never used, and all the tiers I actually made teams for, except for Ubers. I made teams for NU, UU, RU, and OU. Am I forgetting any? I don't think so. I made new teams with Pokemon that I never even used on any of them, and I figured I'd give it a shot. I think this is my first game actually with this team. My first one trying it out. So he has his Electro, but it's not gonna be, nothing's gonna be super effective against him. Even if he were to self-destruct, I mean, it's not gonna do shit to me. I'm Steel type, so he goes into Buffalon. I set up screens because my Virizion is just is a sport class, sport type. He subs on the switch, which sucks, but he can't really do too much to my Confagrigus. He earthquakes, and I make a really stupid move here. I Shadow Ball. I forgot Buffalon was a normal type, so I Shadow Ball and it does jack shit. So, and he's behind a sub, so I can't burn him. I really have no reason to be in. Therefore, I switch. So I go into Kingdra. Surprisingly enough, I've never used Kingdra before, which kind of shocked me when I thought about it. He goes for an Earthquake on the switch. Thank God I have screens up, otherwise this guy would have done some damage. So I go for a Hydro Pump, and he goes for a Head Charge. It does a pretty nice chunk of damage on me considering screens are up and all. Basically, I'm hoping to KO this thing on the next hit, and I don't. The Hydro Pump doesn't. I forget what kind of Kingdra this is. I believe it's, I don't think it's Specs. I wonder if it is, because that didn't look like Specs damage, but I don't know, I could just be crazy. I don't think I am though. So he switches out because he wants to preserve that guy, and he knows his Shedinja will soak up a Hydro Pump. Even that was a crit Hydro Pump, and it went to waste because Shedinja takes no damage from anything that's not super effective. So that sucks. So I go into Bisharp. This Bisharp I'd also never used before, and I kind of regret it because he's pretty awesome. He does have some key weaknesses, but overall I think he's pretty damn useful. So I go for a Pursuit. He knows that I have the key to defeating his little Shedinja. He goes for a Will-O-Wisp. That was a game changer right there, him missing that, because I go for a sub on the next turn. He probably expected me to just Pursuit again, and he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, and it fails, of course. And now I'm able to. He's gonna Shadow Stink. It doesn't do jack shit to me, and I'm gonna be able to Pursuit him and KO the little bastard. That 1 HP that just drives people crazy. So we got him out of the way. I believe he goes into his Swampert. Swampert's a defensive beast. I go for an Iron Head. I know it's resisted, but I'm hoping for a flinch or something like that. And I do get it. You can see it right there, but it's not doing a whole lot for me. This matchup is not something I want to be in for. I go for a Sucker Punch, expecting him to attack, and he ends up roaring me out, which in hindsight was kind of cool. You'll see later on, but he roars me into my Scarfed Honchkrow. This one is Scarfed to take advantage of Moxie boosting, so I'll come in, Brave Bird something, and get the ball rolling. This is not the time to be using it though, so I could just go out into my Confagrigus, if that's how you say it, I don't know. He goes for a Hydro Pump, which kind of surprised me. I didn't expect to see a Hydro Pump on this thing, but I suppose it's not that wild of a thing. He puts up Stealth Rocks, and since I don't have any spinners, I know now I burn him, which is good. But I know now that my Kingdra is fucked because he's on like 2% or something like that. And so he hits me with the Hydro Pump. I'm not specially defensive, so that did quite a lot of damage. I hit him with the Shadow Ball and get the Spec D drop, which is awesome. Pretty much guarantees that he's going to switch next turn. It's pretty obvious switch. He's going to go into Buffalon right now. And you can see this coming a mile away. I'm pretty sure he felt the same way about it, but he doesn't want to stay in and take Shadow Balls when he's got a Spec D drop. So I go into my Virizion. Like I said before, this is my screener, dual screener with Light Clay, utility variant. So I wish it was offensive now, because I think I don't even have a fighting offensive move. I think earlier, did I say this is grass? Did I say this is a steel type? Ah, this is a grass fighting, right? I'm stupid. Anyway, I'm thinking of the other one. God, that was really dumb. Ignore me. I'm sure I'll get a comment or something like that saying that already, but. So I get both screens up. He's got Stealth Rocks up on my side, but it's not that big of a deal. I bring in my Scarfed Honchkrow, and I'm going to Brave Bird the shit out of this dude. So that Buffalon goes down. I would prefer to bring in my Honchkrow at a different time because his Swampert still around and he's going to soak up a Brave Bird even with a Moxie boost. It's Electrode. Oh, okay, he goes into outspeed me even with the Scarf. Thank God I had the screens up because I actually soak up a Volt Switch, which normally Honchkrow wouldn't be able to do. But he goes into his Swampert, and I believe I KO this thing. Hell yeah, I KO that bitch, but obviously I KO myself because if you think about it, it's just a bird. It's like a bird attack. You're flying, like flinging your body into them, and do a lot of damage to you. Anyway, that's not the point, Chris. The point is the Pokemon is not supposed to be realistic. Anyway, I go into my Porygon Z here. I download the attack, which sucks, but he goes for a Nasty Plot, and I was like, oh shit, this must be Zoroark. And I actually went for an Agility, which is delightful because I go for a Hidden Power, I believe, Fighting, and that is just gonna wreck Zoroark, wreck his day. So my Porygon Z did a little work. I don't think it outspeeds Electrode anyway, though, even with the 2+. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it does. But I go for a Tri Attack and it doesn't kill this Medicham, and I figured it would be okay, but then he fucking Drain Punches me and gets quite a bit of his health back, up to like 57% if I can read that right. It's in the Sony Vegas, so it's kind of a small window right now. But I go into my Confagrigus. He can hit me with Psychic moves, but I guess he wasn't, I don't know, because this is a Psychic Fighting if I remember correctly. So yeah, later on that actually plays a big factor in one of my attacks, but him being a Psychic and a Fighting. So he goes into his Electrode. I go for Will-O-Wisp again. It's pretty predictable. And he has nothing. He doesn't have a sub or anything to soak it up on his other guy. So he goes into his Electrode. The good thing is he can't explode or anything like that. So he's kind of fucked. He taunts me. I was going to go for the Shadow Ball anyway. And considering burn damage, I'm actually going to kill him with the next Shadow Ball if I decide to go for it. But I believe I switch. Yes, I do. Why did I switch? I should have just gone for it. I go into my Kingdra, which I guess I wanted to save switch or whatever to set up or something, but he just goes for a Mirror Coat, which I think my Shadow Ball would have killed anyway, so I don't know what that was about. But I go into Bisharp here, and I believe since I have Sucker Punch, I'm going to clean up the game with a Sucker Punch. And the reason I say that the next guy coming to Medicham is Psychic and Fighting, the reason I say that mattered so much, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know, he doesn't resist the Sucker Punch, so it's gonna hit for neutral, and considering my attack stat and his piss poor defenses, it's gonna cost him right there. It cost me my Bisharp, but I still have a Confagrigus sitting there waiting to soak up whatever he has. So thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.